and kick a little something about this lady named Boo. Haven't you heard of the things that Miss Boo is capable of doing?
You know her. Welcome back. Rapper Gangsta Boo has left behind a legacy of music. Once a member of the group 3 6 Mafia, she was seen as a pioneer for female rappers. Her death on New Year's Day surprised her longtime fans and colleagues and everyone out there. Police are still waiting on final autopsy results, but it's believed she died from a fentanyl overdose. My next guest is fortunate to have survived a bout with drugs. Rapper ESG is here with us in the studio. In fact, you're like, why you got to bring me on here about, but we bring you on here about other things.
Yeah, you always do. Good to see you, my brother.
So when you heard about Gangsta Boo passing, and your thoughts about her being a pioneer in rap for females and just in general.
Man, it was terrible, you know what I'm saying? Especially because, you know, people that know me know, you know, that I know them. And like, the messages wasn't just Gangsta Boo passed, Gangsta Boo passed, like Gangsta Boo passed from overdose, Gangsta Boo passed from overdose. So that just made it feel even worse. You know, I remember about seven, 8 years ago, we had a concert together in Corpus Christi, you know, and the way she was just talking to me, you know, it was like she, you know, she had someone on her mind back then, you feel me? Because she was like, ESG, I really need some help. You know, like
she said that to you. She needs some help.
She told me that. She told me that then. You know, and it was just so crazy. You know, I just feel bad. You know, I don't know how she died, but you know, as they say, supposed to be a fentanyl overdose. I know she was depressed over the death of her father. So it's crazy out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
And what we want to make sure people understand, fentanyl is just not a pure drug that you get. It's in other drugs. It's an active ingredient that can be deadly to people.
Right. It's so crazy, me going through this cancer fight. When I be going there, sometimes they will give me Dilaudid, morphine. But the last few times, the nurse was like, we about to give you some fentanyl. And they said, you know, so calmly, you know what I'm saying? So, it's real deadly. What it is, when you think about it, the people they buy the fake pills, you know, in different, you know, not from the pharmacy, that's what a lot of it is in. And believe this or not, you know, I'm tapped in everywhere. The people who are addicts prefer fentanyl.
Really?
Right. So when it first came out,
it's so potent, it's so strong.
Yeah, when it first came out, it was a lot cheaper than heroin and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Roxas and the Oxys was such a big thing in different communities. It hit like Dallas and all them people first. You feel me? So the people was like, instead of them spending $100 on some heroin, they spent $30, $40 on this fentanyl, and it gives them the same type of feeling. You feel what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you know, it's tearing up America, you know, so.
Now, you had your bout, and you were here, you talked about it, and it wasn't fentanyl, but it was what we call Sherm.
Yeah,
and I had to ask, 3 of what? You said you had 3 of those.
Yeah, I should have had 3 that day. My homeboy baby said, like.
But you have had that bout, and you were publicly embarrassed by it.
Yeah, see.
You had to explain it to your children, and you got on the right path.
Right. It's so crazy about that. Like, I didn't even do it for like 15, 20 years. That was, when we used to smell it, it was just like screw. Like, you know, you just reminisce of the old days. That's what people used to do. And man, I wish I could just tell you this story, man, what happened when when I came up and I look up, I'm in an ambulance. And I look, I say, oh my God. I said, please don't tell me I ain't doing nothing stupid. And the lady say, you know, the guy say, yeah. And I looked at my fingers, they was dirty, they was black. He said, yeah, you was. I said, what was I doing? Why my fingers dirty? You know, I do stand up, so you got to come out natural. You got to make everything happy. I was just happy. They weren't dirty for the wrong reason. He said, man, you digging in the dirt, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And every time, man, you know, certain people had problems. It was with that one, R.I.P. Big Mello, you know, R.I.P. 3-2, you know what I'm saying? So many different people. And this a drug they say that was created, you know, back then for soldiers. So, you know, but the opioid abuse, And people making those fake pills is what is killing America a lot. And you know, once it goes over into and bleeds into, you know, when it's in our community, it just gets talked about.
And really quick, before you go, people are going to want to know why you lost so much weight. You said, just briefly here, but you're going through cancer treatments. And you said, how many more treatments do you have?
It's 3 months. I've been doing it for 1 month, so I got 3 bags on me now. So, you know, one in, 2 in my back. You know, the pain is just, you know, unbearable. Yeah, I just cry like a baby, but I'm such a G. And, you know, God brought me through it, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I lost my sense of smell. So, you know, that's the only bad thing. So I'm glad I got good friends. So I be telling them, if we in the car, if you smell anything, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I was on a liquid diet for over a month. And when I stood up, I cried. You feel what I'm saying? When I looked at myself. But now, I'm so happy, because guess what? I wanted to be this size. I used to go to 24 Hour Fitness. I wouldn't stay there for like 3 weeks. You know, I lose 4 pounds and be happy. But God blessed me in a different way. So it is what it is. I'm blessed. I'm here, happy to be here. But R.I.P. Gangsta Boo, you know, and, you know, prayers to anybody that's going through the battle with that. You know what I'm saying? It's a mental thing.
And we're glad to see you. We're glad you're here.
Appreciate it.
And thank you. And we'll bring you back for something more positive.